Welcome back to Movies Recapped. Today I will show you a psychological horror movie from 2016, titled Split. Spoilers ahead, take care. The film opens with a birthday party for Claire. Her classmate Casey was invited out of pity. Claire tells her friend Marcia, and her father that Casey frequently gets into trouble with teachers and gets sent to detention. Casey calls for a ride home but is told the car broke down. She's about to take the bus, but Claire's dad insists that he will give her a ride home. As they are about to leave, Claire's dad is approached by an unseen person. Moments later, the person, a man named Kevin, gets into the car. Claire thinks he just got in the wrong car by mistake, but Kevin puts on a face mask and sprays the girls with some kind of toxin that knocks them out. Casey slowly attempts to open the door, but Kevin notices her and sprays her too. Kevin brings the girls into a windowless room in an unknown location. They all wake up, clueless why they were brought there. Kevin comes back into the room. He looks at all the girls, one by one, and then picks Marcia. He pulls Marcia out and takes her outside. After a brief moment, Marcia runs back into the room after she peed herself. She tells the others that Kevin wanted her to dance for him. Claire says they need to fight back together to get out. Casey is calm and says they need to find out what they are there for before they make any sort of move. We see a flashback in which a 5-year-old Casey is with her father and her uncle John. They are both hunters, and they teach Casey how to hunt and handle guns. A therapist, Dr. Karen Fletcher, is watching a news report on the 3 missing girls and how Claire's father woke up to find the girls and his car gone. Karen then receives an email from someone named Barry, saying they need to speak and it is urgent. Karen meets with Kevin, or rather Barry, because Barry is one of Kevin's multiple personalities. This Alter is a sketch artist with a heavy Boston accent. He meets with Karen regularly. After a while, Barry leaves, but Karen is suspicious of Barry. The girls continue to try to find a way out. They look through a crack in the door and see what appears to be a woman talking to their captor. Claire and Marcia call to the woman for help. She approaches the door, but it is just Kevin wearing a skirt and high heels. This Alter is known as Patricia, a polite British woman. Patricia assures the girls that their captor, Dennis, another alter ego of Kevin, is not allowed to touch them. Karen is in a conference via Skype in which she discusses her patients, most of whom are suffering from dissociative identity disorder, including Kevin. Karen talks about how some identities have capabilities that the other identities may not possess, as well as the way she can sense which alter is in control. She adds that people with DID can change their body chemistry with their thoughts. Dennis pays them a visit yet again, giving them chemicals to clean the bathroom, and assuring them that he won't harm them, since Patricia told him to. The girls meet another identity, Hedwig, who has the mannerisms of a 9-year-old boy. He claims that Patricia and Dennis, the alter ego that captured the girls, are mad at him and that he is in trouble. Casey talks to Hedwig in an attempt to get out of there by telling him that Patricia and Dennis are still mad at him and that he's in trouble. Hedwig leaves, and the girls start looking for a way out through the walls. Claire finds a hollow spot in the ceiling and starts breaking off the plaster. Hedwig starts to come back, but Casey and Marcia hold the door back as Claire tries to climb out. Kevin reverts to Dennis and easily enters the room. Claire crawls through the vents and finds an exit and starts running for help. Dennis runs after her, so she hides in a locker, but her trembling breath is so loud that Dennis finds her. He orders Claire to take off her shirt because it's dirty. He then locks her in a room by herself, patches the ceiling, and leaves. In another session with Karen, Kevin returns as Barry. Karen doesn't believe she is really talking to Barry. She has noticed certain characteristics that Barry is displaying, normally seen with other alters like Dennis, such as OCD. Barry insists that he's gotten better. Karen then mentions that Kevin has 23 distinct identities, of which Patricia and Dennis has been banned to ever act on their own. Karen and her assistant Jay review security footage of outside the building. A trash bin is knocked over with garbage spilled everywhere. One couple walks around it, but Dennis walks right through it, which is something Karen believes is deliberate. Patricia brings Casey and Marcia food. Patricia brings the girls into a dining room and starts to make another sandwich. He becomes upset when he accidentally cuts the sandwich crookedly, so he starts making another one. Marcia seizes the opportunity to take a chair and strike Patricia in the back with it. She runs out for help, and Casey tries to run too, but Patricia catches her and orders her to go to her room. Marcia is eventually caught as well and is locked in a room by herself. Casey wakes up, and Hedwig is lying in her bed as well. Hedwig talks to Casey playfully. Hedwig mentions his music collection and how he likes to dance in his room. Casey asks him to show her his room and his music collection. He agrees, but first he must let Dennis take over, because he has a doctor's appointment with Karen. During the appointment, Karen sweet talks Dennis, resulting in Dennis revealing himself. She asks who is in charge of the body, to which Dennis replies that he and Patricia are in charge, because no one else can protect Kevin besides them. Karen then asks about the 24th identity, called the Beast. Dennis claims that this identity is real and that he can climb walls and is extremely powerful, but Karen doesn't believe him. When he comes home, Hedwig takes Casey to his room. She mentions a window that's next to his music. It's just a drawing of a closed window over another drawing of an open window. Hedwig starts to realize that Casey is trying to escape. She becomes frightened and attempts to placate him. He pulls out a walkie-talkie. Casey turns it on and tries to call for help. Hedwig tries to stop her, but she fights him off. After a while, another alter ego that we have not seen yet takes the walkie-talkie and leads Casey back to her room. Dennis then appears and tells Casey that the Beast is coming, and that this will be over soon enough. We see another flashback with little Casey on a hunting trip. With her dad not around, Uncle John starts wanting to play. He strips down to his underwear and tells Casey to take off her clothes because animals don't wear clothes. Later, John emerges from behind a rock and sees Casey holding a rifle at him. He manages to take it back from her so that she doesn't pull the trigger. Karen gets about 20 emails from Barry, all saying that they need her, implying that something horrible is about to happen. Karen goes to Kevin's home and is greeted by Dennis. He invites her inside and they continue to discuss the Beast, as well as the Horde, which is the name given for the major identities that control Kevin, which are Dennis, Barry, Patricia, and Hedwig. Dennis admits that he lied when he said that he hasn't met the Beast, because he has. Karen then becomes genuinely terrified. As Karen is about to leave, she finds Claire trapped in her room, but Dennis pulls Karen away before she can help. He sprays her with the same spray that he used on Casey and the other girls, and Karen falls asleep immediately. He takes her to the living room and puts her on the couch. Casey breaks out of her room and finds a laptop with videos on every one of Kevin's identities. She sees one called Orwell, who discusses philosophy, and another named Jade, who is diabetic. Dennis goes to an abandoned train car and starts to transform into the Beast. He is significantly taller and stronger than any other identity. He returns home and finds Karen writing something on a piece of paper. He grabs her from behind and Karen tries to stab him, but this doesn't work because his skin has got much tougher. He holds her tight and squeezes the life out of her, killing her immediately. Casey gets out and tries to find the other girls. She finds Marcia dead with her stomach having been ripped open. Casey then finds Claire alive, but she gets dragged by the Beast. The Beast then eats her, just as it did Marcia. Casey runs, and she finds Karen's body and a note right next to her that says, "Say his name, Kevin Wendell Crumb." The Beast finds Casey, but she repeatedly shouts his name, making him revert to normal. We briefly see a flashback of Kevin's mother yelling at him as a child by saying his full name and telling him he's made a mess. Present-day Kevin has no memory of what he's done as Casey tells him he killed Karen, Claire, and Marcia. He tells Casey there's a gun in one of the cabinets, and that she must kill him. Casey runs as the Beast starts to come back. Casey finds some shells in the cabinet and loads them into the gun. The Beast attacks her, but hides as soon as she points her shotgun at him. The Beast starts crawling up on the ceiling and starts taking out the lights, leaving Casey with no sight to shoot at him. She runs to a cage and closes herself in and loads the gun with more shells. As the Beast approaches, she shoots him multiple times, but the Beast still stands. The Beast starts bending the bars to get in, but he then notices multiple scars on Casey's body. Another flashback shows little Casey after her father's funeral, and John telling her he will be her new guardian. The Beast then proclaims that Casey is pure-hearted, because she has felt the pain of this world, and he leaves her alone. Not long after, a man goes downstairs and finds Casey. He carries her outside to safety. She looks around on the outside and sees many animals in an enclosure. Police and medics arrive and take Casey, treat her wounds and set her free. Kevin is somewhere by himself, with the Horde controlling him completely now. Patricia says that the Beast will protect them now. The last scene is in a diner where people are watching a news report on what Kevin did. The anchor woman mentions how the Beast identity displays characteristics of the animals in the enclosure where he worked. A patron mentions that the case is similar to a man in a wheelchair from 15 years earlier. When she can't remember his name, someone next to her replies, "Mr. Glass." We see that it is David Dunn. Fade out. So what do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like my video, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.